Guess I had to start watching some YouTube. Been working too much. Let's go ahead and do what we got to do. All right. Wait, what? God of War on PC is dumb, and so are PlayStation ports. Hmm. Interesting. Let's look into it.
Dumbest idea ever.
Swear these people don't even know. Well, it's that time again. Hello, human beings. How you doing today? Sindel Q is here, and thank you for visiting my channel. And you can see the red backdrop. It is Sony Pony Bingo time. Yes, yes, yes. Hope you like the intro of what I just did. Sorry about not bringing any content out. I just been really busy and tired. And as you can see, I got that fresh cut. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and talk about the amazing Lucas. Yes, the amazing Lucas talking about God of War on PC. Now, as you can know, I'm happy that they put in games, exclusive games, on every platform so people could play. But as you can see, Amazing Lucas is he don't know what he's talking about. Don't get me wrong. When I was younger and I saw his content, I agree with some of his stuff and I disagree with some of his stuff. That's just how it is. But when it comes down to video games, we're going to see if he's a console peasant. We already know he's a Sony fanboy, but we want to see he's a console peasant. And I want to say thank you for my subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing as well. And remember, giving away the Siren Elite when I hit 500 subscribers. Thought that'd be pretty nice for my subscribers. So remember, we got the bingo board. I'm going to make myself smaller so we could go into it. And I got me a drink. A little tired. I'm planning to edit this late at night. So let's get right into it. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the bingo, to the Pony Bingo. I want to name it Sony Pony Bingo, but we already know what ponies are. So as you can see, we got it right here in front of us, and you already know how we're going to do it. We're going to win? I don't know, but let's watch the video. But we already know we got to get that free salt. All right. Okay, Lucas, the amazing Lucas. What are you talking about now? God of War on PC is dumb. And so are PlayStation ports. Alright, let's just go ahead and start watching the video and react to it.
Dumbest idea ever. Ooh.
You know what's dumb? Your intro. But it's not a long intro, I give you that. You always do this, so it's not at least 10 seconds, so you got by just a little bit.
Oh my goodness. So, if you guys don't know already, which I'm sure many of you do, God of War, a 4-year-old game, has now launched on the PC.
Just because it's a 4-year-old game doesn't mean it's not relevant. That's weird to me. Like, that's super weird. I think I already got one already. Let me check it out. Ports. Piece of. I don't think I have ports up here. Oh, here we go. Ports. Come on, Lucas. Just because they put games to the PC doesn't mean the game is not relevant. And just because it's a 4-year-old game doesn't mean the game is not relevant too. People like to play older games. That's just how it is. You might not like to, but a lot of people do.
Something that I was vehemently against, all right? Vehemently against. And I'm thinking to myself, how did this happen? Whose bright numbskull idea was it to release Game of the Year exclusive IP to the PC?
I can tell you who it is right now. Is the company that you shield for. Your daddy Sony. Yeah. So the fact that the game not making no more money. Yes, it sold like over 20 million, but they want more. Like, so what? Let them keep on, buying games. I'm sorry, porting games over. So what? It doesn't affect you unless it does affect you. Yo, your feelings. Oh. So crying. It does affect you. You're crying over God of War going over to the PC. So what? Lucas, just you putting too much into this.
Whose bright idea was this? And I'm thinking, I finally come across this IGN article, which Cory Barlog, all right? And don't get me started with Cory Barlog. Somehow, this mofo happens to have a child, and he just becomes all retarded and has a freaking Kratos has a child. Then the process of him having the child, we don't play that. We don't play anything as far as him, Kratos, actually find a woman to marry and reproduce with, okay? We don't play any of that. We play him with this bastard child or whoever this child is. We don't even know the child is ours, okay?
Okay, so here's a little quick story about me, okay? My mom and dad never got married, so I'm technically a bastard. So what? It'd be nice if my real dad took me out to do to bond with me, but hey, what can you do about it? So what? It happens. That's life. And do you really care about what they do? Like, do you really need details of the story just for that? Like, I saw a video of a Sony fanboy playing the God of War on the PlayStation 5. And for like 10 to 15 minutes, all I hear was story graphics, story graphics, story graphics. Yeah, we get it. What's the performance, if you don't mind me asking? Like, I don't really care about the graphics in the story. I want to know what's the performance, because to me, I'm always going to run at higher frame rates over graphics, because if I could drop the game down to 720p and play the game at higher than 144 hertz, I will do that.
Okay, we don't even know. We haven't had a DNA test. We won't even get into that. Okay, we won't get into how Cory completely screwed up the game. All right, on many levels.
Lucas, it sounds like every game you play, you want a movie. Like, that's what I'm getting from you. Do you just want to sit down, buy a PlayStation 5 for $500, put in God of War, and just sit down and watch it? To me, I think that's dumb. I mean, it's already a movie game already, and you don't want to do any interaction except for hitting the button? Dude, it's a game. Just play the game.
But nevertheless, we come to find out that Sony Studios, many Sony Studios, were the one to advocate for this happening. All right?
Yeah, they're a company. They want to make more money. You should know that, Lucas. You seem like I hate to say this, you seem like an intelligent type of person, because all your videos, like talk about politics, stuff like that. I don't want to get into politics, but you seem like you are an intelligent person. Compared to gaming, you're not that intelligent, but you seem like you put money to stocks and all that stuff. Why don't you want to make more money? You're putting your feelings into a company that don't care about you.
They were advocating for, this is a great idea to release this IP for the PC.
I agree. It's a great idea. More people get to play, and a lot of people bought the game. I haven't bought it yet because, I still want to know what the 6900 XT could do with it, but other than that,
Mind-numbing. mind-numbing how stupid the people at these studios are. Completely mind-numbing.
I'm sorry, do you work at the studio? They're there making money. You're here making a YouTube video. I'm making a YouTube video on you. Who cares? You're not working with Sony.
How dumb they are and how genius they can be at making games and implementing it in the Unreal Engine. Oh.
Lucas, you're putting too much feelings into this. Why should they care? Why should they care about your feelings? Yeah, you can have an opinion on what you want to say, but you putting too much feelings into it, Lucas. Stop putting your feelings into it. Because I know you don't like SJW or whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. But you sounded like one of them, if I gotta be honest. You sound like you sound like the people you hate. You're putting a lot of feelings into it. Remember you say facts don't care about your feelings? Because I saw your videos. You say facts don't care about your feelings. But you're putting your feelings into a company who don't care about you. So you sound like something that you do hate.
Okay, it's crazy, the juxtaposition. Well, to be fair, maybe not crazy, because most artists, when it comes to business sense, when it comes to business acumen, freaking brain dead, okay? They can draw a pretty picture and animate. When it comes to, hey, what do you think about this business idea? Freaking just squirrels.
Okay. You want to talk about business? Let's talk about business, okay? Why is Sony losing money on selling PlayStation 5s? How come they making money on a 4-year-old game on the PC? Because it never went to the PC, they will never make extra money. They probably make more money because of the PlayStation 5 and they put it over there. But they losing money selling PlayStation 5s. Every console generation, the better the technology is, the more expensive it's gonna be. And they try to put it to a price point where consumers have to pay money to get. Like, remember the PlayStation 3? Remember they said get another job? It was $600. A lot of people don't want to do that, so they went over to Microsoft, which is fine because I would never want to pay $600 on a console. It's not worth it because the technology is old as soon as it comes out. But here's the thing. They made money for it to be on PC, even though it didn't cost that much to get it ported. But they losing more money to sell PlayStation 5s. So if you want to go ahead and talk about business moves, then why are they making PlayStation 5s? If it's a smart idea, then don't make the PlayStation 5, keep the PlayStation 4, and release more games to it. I mean, to me, that sounds like a smart business move because they're not losing that much money anymore. They already caught up. So yeah, they making the game accessible to other people so they can make more money. And while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and I don't know. He is caping for the company because to me, I want to put down caping. To me, when you talk about making bad moves because you want it to be on your PlayStation, I don't know. Let's take off caping real quick. I don't know. If we go a little bit further and I hear more, I'll go ahead and put down caping. So yeah, they lose money.
Okay, squirrels. They're as dumb as squirrels. I don't know what to tell you. All I constantly hear is,
Lucas, it's accessible for everyone. Lucas, what's wrong with making a game accessible? Lucas,
Are you mad because the game is accessible to other people?
and I'm thinking to myself, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? First off,
Accessibility. Let's say I went and bought a PlayStation 5. Can I play the game with a keyboard and mouse? Can I play the game at higher frame rates and keeping everything up high? Can I go ahead and get 144 frames a second? Can I go ahead and play with an Xbox controller? The Nintendo Switch controller. The Xbox Disable controller. Can I go ahead and play with this right here, the Fight Stick? Can I play with the Fight Stick? Can I play with bananas, because you got people out there that programming bananas as controllers. Accessibility means there's freedom to do whatever. That's what accessibility is. And the fact that you could get GeForce Now on the Xbox and stream it over to your Xbox, that's accessibility. To me, I think God of War right now is more accessible to everybody. And that's where I agree that they release it to other consoles. They should release it to other consoles because it's accessibility to other people. Because I got a feeling you're going to say, buy a PlayStation 4. That's not accessibility.
Let's pause. All this energy about accessibility and blah 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 blah. I don't play consoles. I don't buy consoles. I only buy PC. Okay, all that energy, use that for Nintendo. Okay.
Did you just move the goalposts? We talking about God of War. We're not talking about Nintendo. Moving the goalposts. Bada. Lucas, we keep it the same energy. I would love to play Splatoon on my PC. I would love to play Splatoon if I had an Xbox on the Xbox. I want to play Splatoon if I had a PlayStation on the PlayStation. I want that freedom to do it. And plus, I think my homegirl, Night Rose, and I, we're going to be playing some Nintendo games on our PC. If you don't know who Night Rose is, I play Cardfight Vanguard, and she's one of the boss cards in the game. Grand Blue, love Night Rose. I played her consistently. So, Lucas, that's what accessibility is. And you can play it on the go when the Steam Deck come out. That's what accessibility is. We don't stop with Nintendo. Even though we could pirate Nintendo and emulate it, there's people that just want to play the game and still buy it. There's people that are going to do that. So the fact that you move the goalposts and you want to get away from what it is, that still doesn't change the fact that the company's going to do whatever they want. They don't care about your feelings. Like you say, you don't care about everybody else's feelings. It's facts, not feelings. The company doing the same thing, dude.
Okay, I want all this energy to be focused on Nintendo because I want.
Also, we're going to do the same thing. Keep that same energy too, Lucas.
I want you to tell Nintendo to bring Mario to the PC and see what they tell you.
Nintendo, bring Mario to the PC.
That bullshit.
I find it interesting that all this energy is focused on PlayStation.
Because we could pirate Nintendo games. I'm not going to pirate it, but yeah, we could pirate Nintendo games. That's what PC could do.
Okay, we want to overlook Nintendo, but PlayStation, they're the ones that need to bring their IPs to the PC, Luke.
I agree, they should, but it's not a thought because everybody could pirate it.
Because they're the ones. Miss me with that freaking nonsense.
I didn't miss you with it because you could pirate it, and let's see if we could get one. Oh, I'm going to put it up as piracy because I said it, but he don't understand how that is key. Pirate, you go if you want, you could do it. I'm not advising it because I like my channel, but I got a Switch right here. Right here. Got a Switch. I play Splatoon, but hey, whatever.
And secondly, accessibility. This is a 4-year-old game.
Accessibility. The quality of being able to be reached or entered. I'm sorry. The quality of being able to reach or enter. The Resolution project involved repairing the roof and improving accessibility. The quality of being easy to attain or use. The quality of being easily understood or appreciation. Lucas, If it's on the PlayStation 4 and 5 and nobody want a PlayStation 4 and 5, it's not accessible anymore. And I got a feeling that you're going to go ahead and say, oh, you got time to buy a PlayStation 4. No, that's anti-consumer. Oh boy, how lost can you be, Lucas?
What are you talking about accessibility? You had 4 years to get a copy of God of War, all right? Miss me with that nonsense.
Keep the same energy because you don't know what accessibility is. There are people out there that don't want to buy a PlayStation 4. And the PlayStation 5 is still hard to get. Remember, the pandemic, COVID, dude, there is chip shortage. That's why, in my opinion, PlayStation is still making PlayStation 4s because they probably still got Jaguar APUs in their shop, so they could go ahead and put out consoles for people. Scalpers bought the PlayStation 5. It's still hard to get. You're not putting any logic in the argument.
And furthermore, God of War was released on the PS5 and the PS4. The same thing with Miles Morales, PS5 and the PS4.
Why do I want to buy something that is going to be obsolete compared to my PC? It's like this, Lucas. Let's say you saw a game that is only on PC. And that's only on PC. And you seem like a Mac user. So you can't get the game on Mac. You have to get or build a PC. You're going to be like, I'm not going to buy a PC just for that one game. Use that same logic for people who don't want to buy a PlayStation 4 or 5 for one game. Miss me with that nonsense, Lucas. Keep that same energy. So yes, people have preference of what they want to get. People don't want to get what everybody else get. Remember, this is America. You can do whatever you want. So you miss me with that nonsense. You is being a hypocrite in this situation. If there's a game on PC, are you going to buy it for the PC? No. Miss me with that nonsense.
In many cases, these games were actually held back.
Also, let me run it. Also, the game came out 10 years ago. You should have a PC for it, but you don't. Miss me with that nonsense.
PS5 and the PS4. In many cases, these games were actually held back in order to make it accessible.
I'm getting sick and tired of these PlayStation fanboys talking about the PlayStation 4 is holding back the PlayStation 5. No, the PlayStation 4 is not holding back the PlayStation 5. God of War 2018 was made for the PlayStation 4. The definitive version is just on PC, rising up the settings to make it look better. Dude, you don't know. Why do anybody want to listen to any of your arguments?
For those who couldn't access a PS5, and you want to tell me in these 4 years you couldn't access a PS4?
Then it's not accessible. You're trying to make an argument where people don't want to spend money on a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 just to play one game. That's a waste of money. And I thought you know stuff about business. Matter of fact, let's go back over here. Yeah, you know what? He's caping for the PlayStation 5. Rules for these, but not for me. Yeah, miss me with that nonsense. Lucas, come on, man. I thought you knew better.
That's what you want to tell me? Miss me with this nonsense, all right? It has nothing to do with accessibility because you guys had more than enough time to access.
Really, Lucas? Accessibility, the quality of being able to be reached or enter, the quality of being easy to attain or use, the quality of being easily understood or appreciate. Availability, Lucas, okay? Availability. People bought PlayStation 4s and PlayStation 5s. There's none out there. Then it's not accessible. It's not availability. Guess what? It's not accessibility. So when they put it on the PC, it's more accessible. It's more accessible for people to play the game. You don't know your definition. As you can see right here. I hope you see this video. You probably not, but yeah, you're not going to see this video, but I'm making a good point over what you're making. Let's go over here. He didn't get nothing, but let's go.
Yes, a freaking PS4 to play God of War if that's what you really want to do. And you want to tell me these people were so anticipating, hey, I want to support the developers. Have you heard that nonsense?
Oh, Lucas, I want to support the developers. That's why.
Yeah, people want to support the developer.
No, if you wanted to support the developers, you would have gotten a PlayStation console.
Yo, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. I am done. I am done. I'm done. I am done. Listen, Lucas, what kind of sense does that make, dude? That doesn't make sense. I gotta rehear that because that threw me off.
That's why.
No, if you wanted to support the developers, you would have gotten a PlayStation console.
Lucas. Gatekeeping. Lucas. Explain this to me. When you buy a PlayStation, does it go to the people who created God of War? The studio that made God of War? No, it goes to Sony. You buy the game God of War to support that developer. Just because it's on PC. If it's on PC, you're probably supporting Sony a little bit, but most of that money is going to the developer. Oh boy, I really regret calling you intelligent, dude.
That's what you would have gotten, and then you would have then purchased God of War. Miss me with this crazy.
Nah, B. You miss me with that nonsense, B. Because all this argument is dumb. You support the developer by buying a PlayStation? Nah, B. Just because the game go over to the PC, we still supporting the developer, B.
Crazy cuckoo, caca nonsense. This fluff coming out these mofos, freaking their lord butts. Okay? Have you ever seen a PC gamer? These guys are just the freaking dregs of society, of the gaming community. That's what these people are. So maybe they're right. Maybe.
They say going to PC.
Remastered.
Oh, fuck.
It's for PS5 and PC. Jim Ryan lost touch, bro. That nigga is dumb as fuck. Bro, Jim, man, I'm telling you. They need to fire that motherfucker, bro. They gotta fire that dude. I will not be buying that remaster.
More people get to play. More people. Stop it. Because I'm not worried about more people get to play that game. I'm not worried about if. I don't care who it is. I'm not worried about somebody else getting to play a game that I'm desired to play. I want to play the game. I don't want somebody else to play it. I want to play my own stuff.
Well, Austin Evans 2 weeks ago, he released a video basically just replying to me and tried to call me out as just some dumb hater. So see right here in the video, he shows a bunch of different thumbnails of different people who are calling him out for his very inaccurate video. Now, after Austin posted this, I got completely flooded with hate. I mean, bombarded practically to the degrees I've never experienced before. Like, this guy has 5 million subscribers. I've got 200,000. This dude laser focused his fan base on me by putting my face gigantic in the thumbnail there. And you know what? I can take that. That's part of being a YouTuber, is sometimes somebody bigger punches down on top. It sucked. I hated some of the stuff people were saying. Some people told me to kill myself. Next time you want to try and just come into my comment section and say I'm a Sony shill because I think this new system isn't worse just because it has a slightly smaller heat sink, please do me a gigantic favor and take a long walk off a short dock.
And then, what's 18 divided by 4 is what, 6? Huh? What'd you say? 18 divided by 4 is 6?
Come on, Lucas. If you're gonna go ahead and say we got some neckbeards on our side, you got some neckbeards on your side. JTech TV, who also got in some trouble in the past. Look at It's a Gundam video, best one ever. You also got Rome Rush, who is obviously a fanboy, but he won't admit it. You also have King Thrash, who don't know what 18 divided by 4 is. And then you got Dreamcast Guy. All of those. But yet you got Alex, who's a PC gamer, who is RIP. Linus Tech Tip. Even though Linus Tech Tip is not a buff dude, he's pretty much a $140, which no disrespect to Linus, but this dude been PC gaming for a long time. And look at his net worth, look at his whole entire business. Like, I even got the shirt on, as you can see. Linus Tech Tip, yeah. Bitwit, freaking J2 Cents. You got all these people that do PC gaming. Even Seth Curry, who played for Philadelphia. He's a basketball player. He even said that he rather play PC gaming because you get all of the pluses.
You're building like a desktop here. How does that work with travel? Like, you travel a lot, right?
I have a Asus laptop that I bring on the road and play with in my hotel room, so.
Got it. Now tell me something. As part of your rider, do you have that you need to stay in a hotel that has decent internet?
I'll tell you a funny story. We were in the bubble, and the first 2 days, the internet was horrible. Everybody was trying to get on. Everybody was setting up there. It was horrible. So I complained, and the next day they were setting up better Wi-Fi, and they got it done.
Well, I wish I had that kind of sway, man. That's crazy. As a PC gamer, are you kind of an anomaly? Like, is everyone else like Xbox?
It's primary console, so most guys got Xbox, PlayStation. I could probably count the number of guys in the league that I know personally have a PC setup and PC gamers. And
do you have any idea why that would be?
I just don't think they know about it. Honestly, I didn't know about PC gaming until a year and a half, 2 years ago.
It's like we live in completely different worlds.
Yeah. One of my friends was telling me all along about PC gaming. It was all like coming back to me. And
well, what do you like about it? Whatever even attracted you to it?
The frames, the smoothness of the gameplay, being able to customize it to how you personally want to play your games was a big difference in the way I play. And I got a lot better once I got on it, so couldn't turn back.
You cannot buy an endorsement like that because you're just speaking the truth.
Yeah, I thought PC game was playing Sims on a MacBook or something like.
It's so mind-blowing to me. You can describe, high frame rate smoothness to someone, but it's the feel.
Exactly.
You don't go ahead and look at me. I mean, I'm not like the fittest person in the world. I got delivery muscles because I've been doing deliveries for 15 years. I play basketball, but just because I got into PC gaming got me want to become IT. Doing what I want to do for love of PC. I clean my own PC out. I put in new fans if I want to. Everything right there is so customized to me. And you're going to call every PC gamer neckbeard? great stereotype. I just show you some stereotype too. Yeah, you got some on your squad too. Don't miss me with that nonsense. Keep that same energy. Oh.
Getting God of War it wasn't accessible to them because they can't get their large butts out of their house.
Oh. You missing the whole point of accessibility. You're missing the whole point of accessibility.
Maybe they're right, okay? Maybe that is true. They couldn't access God of War, all right? Because that consists of walking, okay? That consists of some type of movement other than clicking and getting freaking chronic pain from your wrist doing this, okay? Because we all know that's the only movement these PC gamers do is this and then this.
The most viewed website on the PlayStation Portable was Pornhub. People on the PlayStation 5 is watching Pornhub because there's no games. So, yeah, PC players, they can watch Pornhub. That's fine. But you got to keep that same energy when your PlayStation fans got to do it. Your PlayStation fanboys, your PlayStation fanboy. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard something about. Hold up. Let me see if I find it. Give me 1 second.
Hello.
It was my voice meter.
I knew it. You're a bitch. It's your
I know.
It's your fault.
It's my mixer. Okay, so I'm gonna be quick. So here's what happened.
You're always quick in bed.
I know. So apparently, what King Thrash does is he makes his videos on his PlayStation.
Uh-huh.
And then he uploads them to YouTube from there.
Whoa.
In his latest video, he stated that his PSN was banned basically for an X amount of time. And so the reason for that is because he was posting spicy stuff, as you can tell, from his PSN onto this.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's doing everything from his phone.
Fuck no. Well, I mean, the quality was bad before. It's worse now.
It's always been bad.
This God of War gameplay is so goddamn mid. I played God of War on a higher difficulty, so it was a lot more interesting.
I forgot what difficulty I played it on. I know it wasn't Give Me God of War. I think it was the one below that one.
Yeah.
But
enemies were too spongy on the highest difficulty.
It is, yeah. It is something.
Mm-hmm.
It is something to be.
Okay, Lucas. You know that he put up some stuff. You know, PlayStation fanboys put up some stuff. Just because PC could watch porno doesn't mean that PlayStation can't do it. They're not the only one. So you miss me with that nonsense. Hypocrite.
And that's it. That's their life in a nutshell, okay? Now we have such.
Not only that, you hold a control, a mouse like this. You think we're doing this? Let me tell you something. Got my Switch. Where's my Switch controller? Here go my Switch controller. This is for Nintendo. I don't have a PlayStation controller because I hate how PlayStation got their analog sticks on the bottom. Matter of fact, I kind of like how Nintendo Wii U analog sticks was up here. That felt more comfortable. But let me tell you something. This right here, reason why I got this because I play Splatoon. This right here, I'm going to tell you right now, over time, hurts my hands. I'm not holding it strong. I'm just holding it light. All controllers hurts my hands. So the fact that I do this, I get cramps more faster than using a keyboard and mouse. Keyboard and mouse feels so much better than using a controller. So accessibility, thank you.
Ludicrous, okay, ideas floating in the ether talking about, hey, you want to know what? All PlayStation IP should go to the PC.
Yeah, because it will not hold it back. And I think that's amazing because I think all games should be on every platform. Let the companies fight it in hardware. What? You think companies can't fight it in hardware? Like J-Tech said, he's like, oh, you go to McDonald's and Burger King for their special toys. Okay, if they all sell the same toys, then they gotta win by cooking better food. That's all it is. Just because the toys is exclusive to to one store to another store, if all toys was on every single store, the food gotta be better. That means you're competing with on another level where you can get more money.
All PlayStations should have a PC release on day one. What?
Because I think Returnal didn't make that much money. It made like less than $1 million. Not that many PlayStation games out there, and people don't want to play those games. So let them play whatever they want. Put the games on PC. I think that's amazing. Matter of fact, put all games on every single platform.
What? Come on!
Mr. Garrison, haven't you figured it out? Timmy's retarded.
If that happens, you want to know what I want? I want a letter from Sony, okay? Dear Amazing Lucas, okay? Dear PlayStation owner, dear PlayStation 5 owner, f*** you.
Lucas. Remember that you can't return Returnal? Funny. Remember you can't return Returnal? Because Sony don't have a return policy. But you know what do have a return policy? PC. Sony don't care about you. They never will. You know why? They there to make money. You're their cash cow. And you're talking to Daddy Sony. Saying, oh, Daddy Sony, I don't care what you do. Just let me go ahead and appreciate the games. Oh, thank you, Daddy Sony, for giving the exclusives. Please don't put on... Dude, they're going to make money. They don't care. They don't care about your feelings. Remember, you don't care about people's feelings. They don't care about your feelings. They're not going to send you a letter. And plus, you had beef with them when your Returnal can't be returned. So they already say F you pretty much.
Sincerely, PlayStation. That's what I want, okay? I would like that in the mail.
You're not going to get it.
Okay, that's not too much to ask. That's all I would need. Or an email. That is the dumbest thing I can possibly imagine. Because at that point, why would I even have a PS5, right? Why would I get the next console?
Ooh. Oops. Ooh. Hold up. I'll buy it on PC. Yes, but you're a Mac user. Use your Mac. You're a Mac user.
Right? What? That doesn't make any sense to me. For what purpose? I would just get a PC. And we all know if it's on PC, it's eventually going to get pirated. We all know.
Did you just say pirated? You did. I already checked it off. Did I? Piracy. Yeah, I did. Night Rose, where you at, homegirl?
You just have to wait for it to be cracked. So if you think, me spending...
Okay, and also, let me pull up Steam real quick. Okay, so I'm on my Steam page, and look, I can't zoom in. Try to look at it. You just have to go with what I said. Just go with it. So, God of War for the PC. Videos. Hey, look, it's $50. It's not 60 or 70 on, PlayStation. What kind of game is this? So, I see action, adventure, single player, third party, action RPG. So, pretty much action, adventure, single player. Sounds like all PlayStation games, but it's fine. I will get the game because I can mod it. That's fine. But PC features striking visual enhance on PlayStation. Enjoy true 4K. True 4K. As in not checkerboarding resolution on supported devices with unlocked frame rate. See, unlocked frame rate is the one thing that I really care about. For peak performance, dial in your settings via a wide range of graphical presents and option include higher resolution shadows, improved screen space reflection, the addition of GTAO and SSDO, and much more. NVIDIA DLSS and reflex support. Now, I don't have NVIDIA DLSS because I run AMD, and AMD got something different, which supposed to make the game a little bit better. Oh, play your way with support for the DualShock 4 and DualSense wireless controller as wide range of our gamepad and fully customizable binds for mouse and keyboard. You have to power up the fine-tune every action to match your playstyle. So that's the key thing. I'd rather play on keyboard and mouse. And plus they say wide range of other gamepads. So if I want to play on my Switch controller, I can. If I want to play on the Xbox controller, I can. If I want to play on this, I can. If I want to play it with Banana, I can. Ultra wide support, blah, blah, blah. Actually, looking at it right now, minimum is Intel i5 2500K, 4 cores, 3.3 gigahertz, or AMD Ryzen 3 1200, 4 cores, 3.1 gigahertz, 8 gigs, NVIDIA 960, 4 gigs, or AMD R9 2990X, 4 gigs. DirectX in the 11. And then Lucas, listen to this. The recommended is Intel i5 6600K, 4 cores, 3.5 gigahertz, or Ryzen 5 2400G, 4 cores, 3.6 hertz, 8 gigs of RAM, 1060, or AMD RX 570. And those are 4 gigabytes. You really don't need a high power PC, which is good. But the key thing I want to say is I'm looking at the reviews, 13,314. So it seems like a lot of people buying the game, Lucas, not pirating. If people want to try out the game, they pirate it. And if they like it, they buy it. That's how it works. Yeah, Lucas, just because they're pirating it doesn't mean that they're not going to buy it.
$80 or whatever, or how much ever they want to charge.
$50.
Okay, $70, $80 depending on the edition.
And that's one thing I really hate. And you know you're a PlayStation fanboy. If you say $70 for a 4-year-old game, you're a PlayStation fanboy because $70 is not the norm. It's not the standard. Because we could buy it for $50.
That comes out, or me waiting, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 days until it gets cracked and paying nothing? What do you think most people are going to do?
Buy it. They could try it. They could do both. They could go ahead and try it with pirating. And if they like it, they could buy it. And some people don't like Sony, so they could play the game without pirating. They do it with Xbox. They do it with Nintendo, especially Nintendo.
And miss me with
They support the developers. Support the
people, okay? Miss me with that nonsense.
Reviews, 13,314 reviews. So you miss me with that nonsense. Miss me with that nonsense, man. People is buying the game. But if that's the case, it will be no sales. People support the developers. Your PlayStation mindset is blocking your way of thinking.
People are about supporting their pockets, okay? The only people I notice who say this are kids living in their mom's basement, all right? Support the developers, they can support the developers. So it's not gonna help the developers because you also have to take into account pirating, which guess what? God of War is currently being pirated. Duh.
Yeah, it is being pirated. And plus, a lot of people could play with CJ for San Andreas with Barney as a on God of War. So that's interesting. And yes, Lucas, I am going to buy the game. Not now, but I will buy the game. Because you know why? I don't pirate. It'd be fun to, but I'm not pirating the game. So you missed me with that nonsense.
Congratulations, you played yourself. And then lastly, all these PC players, right? All these PC players talking like they have the top end, the top tier of PC desktops. They don't, okay? I don't know why people are talking about PC. Most of these fools don't have a PC powerful enough to run God of War on Ultra, okay? Because that's the only reason that you would get it, okay?
I know it looked kind of small, but bear with me. I run an AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. My motherboard is an ASRock X570 Tachi Razer Edition. I run 32 gigs of RAM, all Team Group UD4 3600 DDR4. Storage, I got this storage from Newegg, kind of off-brand. No, that's not off-brand. No, that's the what's that SSD? That's my Crucial SSD. It's a regular SSD, 1 terabyte. Now both of these are NVMe, M.2 drives, Realtek P400 M.2 Pro, 1000, 1 terabyte, Samsung SSD 970 Evo Plus, 500 gigabytes, and that's where my that's where my OS is on in some games that I kind of want to speed up. AMD4, all of this right here, this is my thing. I think about doing a test bench, but Lucas, I got a high power PC. I have a top of the line PC. My 6900 XT is when it came out or when it was tested, it was comparable in trading blows with a 3090. So yes, I do have a high power PC.
Okay, it's as far as the graphics, the graphical comparison. And if you look at the graphics, yeah, there's a difference between the PS5 and the PC, but you're not going to be able to experience it, okay? Because you don't have a 5,000 or 4,000 PC, you dummy. Oh.
Your thing was playing on a PlayStation 4. Okay. I'm probably going to have to skip to this part because I'm going to show him something. Okay? And if you want to see this, you can see this. Okay? Give me a second. All right, Lucas. I'm setting it up because I want to show you something. Okay? So, got my tablet here. It's an Amazon Fire tablet. I'm just using it to study and everything. But I had to do this research real quick. Not going to post it up because it's going to take forever. And you can look this up. So, if I'm not mistaken, PlayStation 4, because you said it was on the PlayStation 4, we're going up that because I want to show you what you say we're missing. So, the APU, what an APU is a CPU with integrated graphics. What we call that is a accelerating processing unit. Accelerating processing unit. That's what's in the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, what kind of processor? It's a Jaguar processor. It is by AMD. That is true. But it's a 2-core modular thing. The PlayStation 4 run 1.6 gigahertz, while the PlayStation 4 Pro is at 2.13 gigahertz. G-flops, so on and so forth. That's what's in the APU of the PlayStation. That's what it is. Now, a lot of people say that it does 4K, which it did say 4K, but what it is checkerboarding 4K. So it's not really true K 4K. But you said it's $400. You're not going to get the same experience. Let me show you something real quick. You see this right here, Lucas? This is my sister PC, which she's saying that she gave a MacBook, which she just gave it back to me, which I'm going to do some troubleshooting in it, test out some parts and everything. I think that'd be pretty good. But it's a nice little system. Airflow. It's a micro ATS build. I had a graphics card in here to play Halo, but yeah, it's a pink build. I think anybody that like a pink build will like this. This is just a simple thing. I got it open so you can see it. So, what's the reason why I'm showing you this, Lucas? The reason why I'm showing you this is because the CPU in here, I gotta pull up real quick. The CPU I got in here is a Ryzen 3 3200G. Now, the key thing about it is we're looking at what's the difference between the Jaguar and the Ryzen 3200. Now, if we go back, what we said about the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro, the APU is a two quad core. Frequency, we're gonna go with the PlayStation 4. Just be happy. 2.13 gigahertz. Wow. The APU in this, remember what we say what APU is? The APU in this is a 4-core, 4-thread, base frequency, 3.6 gigahertz. And then the turbo is 4.0 gigahertz. The CPU in this system is more powerful than the PlayStation 4 Pro. If you want to be on a real note, let's go ahead and make it a little bit more better. I don't have the CPU, but the AMD Athlon with Radeon integrated graphics is Radeon is a Vega graphics card. Remember, Vega graphics card, it's good to start off, but I'd rather go with GPU. The CPU in here is $100. It go up higher when they run out and they're not making no more. That's fine. But this CPU that I just say, the Athlon 300G, $50 CPU, 2 cores, 4 threads at 3.5 gigahertz. So you're telling me a $50 CPU is a lot stronger than the PlayStation 4 Pro? Guess how much this system costs? Less than $500. And this CPU could run God of War. Matter of fact, this system got more gig of RAM than your PlayStation 4 Pro. 8 gigs in that system, 16 gigs in this system. The cooler, look, the cooler got a fan. It's pink, which this is a beautiful build. The SSD, because the SSD right here, and guess what? The hard drive in the PlayStation 4 Pro is running at 5,400 RPMs. While even the PC, you can get yourself a 7,200 RPM, which will run a lot faster than the PlayStation 4 for $50, 2 terabytes. So you say we can't experience God of War on this system that is less than $500? This system costs about the same price as a PlayStation 4 Pro at $400, probably a little bit more. So what Lucas, you're saying that, and we're talking about accessibility. That's more accessibility than I would have done for buying a PlayStation 5 for one game. And the same thing, why would you want to spend extra money on a PC to run one game? And not only that, we're talking about power of the system. If your PlayStation 4 Pro could do checkerboarding 4K, why can't my it can't do 4K, but it could run pretty much any game at low quality, but I can still have a great experience with that system. Matter of fact, there's people out there that's doing it on that APU. So yeah.
All these freaking mofos acting like they're all PC elitists. No, you're a PC pleb. You're a PC peasant, okay?
It's more a PC master race if you want to go right there. Just because you don't want to play on PC, I want people to play on whatever they want. I want them to play on PC. Here's the thing about PC and everything else. The shortage is real. Can't get no PlayStations, can't get no Xbox, can't get no Switches, and you can't get no stuff for the PC. So yeah, the shortage is real. Stuff is going up. We still got the pandemic. So yeah, it sucks. And that's why it's accessible for them to put it on PC.
Most you don't even have a 3090 or anything close to that, all right?
You don't need a 3090 to run the game because, say right here, you could run the game off a GTX 960 4 gigs or an AMD R9 290X. Which I'm actually surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. The game is a PlayStation 4 game, but you can even run it off of the integrated graphics on that Ryzen APU. And the recommended is giving you the 1060. I just went to Micro Center today, and I saw a wall with 1060s. I think, yeah. I don't know how much they cost, but they're stocked up on it. And also, I saw a 3080 Ti. But you don't need a expensive graphics card just to play those games. But to prove to you, Lucas, I'll show you my graphics card. There you go, Lucas. My graphics card. See that? I still gotta clean it up. Hold up. Still gotta clean it up, Lucas. That's a 6900X. And matter of fact, I can show you proof that it's a 6900X XT. Give me 1 second. What's this, Lucas? Sorry. What's this, Lucas? RX 6900XT. And it's on the same level as the 3090 RTX 3090. Again, you don't know anything about PC. Stay on your MacBook, and just stay away from the PC platform. You don't have to, but dude, if you don't know anything about PC, you don't have to spend that much money to get gameplay off of God of War.
Talking about, well, we need to release it on PC. Why? You're not going to see any graphical difference on your monitor, okay? You're not. A very small percentage will, but it's not you. The majority won't. So we ain't talking about releasing it on PC.
Because if they don't release it on the PC, I am locked at 60 frames a second. We don't care about graphics. We don't. PC players care about frame rates. We care about how smooth the game going to be. We want to play at the highest frames as possible. Because let me tell you something. If the game could go up to 300 frames a second and I gotta play it at 720p, I will play it at 720p at 300 frames a second. And I promise you, a lot of PC players will tell you that. You care about graphics. That's why you're on PlayStation, because that's all you have to talk about. But when you go to the PlayStation, when you go to the PC person, they say they could do the same thing. We don't care about how pretty the game is. We care if we can run that game as smooth as possible. You don't get it. That's why you have Apple.
Why don't you make better choices with your money and just get a PS4? Okay.
Oh my god! What is it? I don't know. It's a PS5!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, I wanted a PC! I want a PC, I don't like this!
What?
I don't want it!
Wait, are you serious right now?
No, we turn it.
So yeah, Lucas. Kid wanted a PC. So yeah. Nobody don't care about having a PC or a PlayStation, or stuff. They want to play on stuff that they want to play. And we don't want to buy a PlayStation just to play one game. Like, you don't want to buy a PC to play one games. It's accessibility. I want PC games to go to consoles, so y'all can experience the same thing that we can. So yeah, you getting mad for this, but yet people calling you a fanboy. No, in fact, I haven't checked out Let's see. Oh, he did say thousands of dollars, right? Like $5,000, stuff like that. Okay, PT2 expensives. He did say 4K. Dang, I'm like one from bingo. Jeez, this is the best I got. Oh, he did say don't buy games because we pirated it. Okay. Dang, I need attacking me or that God SSD. Huh. You gotta give me this bingo, Lucas. I can't wait.
With your money and just get a PS4, okay? That way you could have experienced this game 4 years early.
I don't think you understand. We're some patient people, and we will wait till we get the better version of the game. And guess what? We got it. We got the better version of the game, and you pretty much tried the game for us before they came out with the better version. Thanks, Lucas, for trying out the game before we got the better version.
Instead of waiting to have the same experience that most console players already had. We're on God of War 2, pimpin'.
You say better experience, but 30 frames a second doesn't seem like it's an amazing experience in my opinion. 60 frames a second is better than 30, but how come I can't get 144 frames? Whatever.
I bet you catch up. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, that's it. Ooh, should I make that my my thing? I think I will. There we go. So that's it with the video. Let me go ahead and fix everything up. Alright, people, I think that's it with the video. I think I did pretty good with this video. It's going to be a long edit, but it's sad because we didn't get bingo. Let me pull up the board real quick. No, not that. Display. Yeah, so we didn't get the board or anything like that, But he hit more than Room Rush, so, that's something. That's something. So I just Lucas, stop talking about games because apparently let's stop talking about that because you're getting destroyed by everybody like Fertanga. Oh no, it's Alex. And yes, there is some neckbeard and fat people on PlayStation as well. No disrespect, not body shaming, but you know, if you're gonna bring it up, we could bring it up too. So come on now. But that would be it with the video. What you guys think? Let me know. And remember, I want to earn your subscription, and I want to try to do, and I think I want to try to do Salvin Citizens and these First Amendment auditing with the PlayStation, with the fanboy salt. So hope everybody enjoyed themselves, and remember, everybody's human. My name is Sendo Q. You have yourself a great day. Bye.